Today we are going to look at quite a peculiar species called cryptopyrene, cryptocorine, Cryptocorine spiralis, and it belongs to the genus of that cryptocorine. It's called water trumpet, and it's from South India and Bangladesh, one of those watery plants. And it's quite a peculiar plant that was actually stolen from India by one of these plant thieves, so-called respectable plant thief from some western country. They come and in the name of scientific research they take specimens to their countries, and then they commercialize it and make millions. And unfortunate sad part is nothing comes back to the country that of origin of those species. And as you should be aware, most of the biodiversity in the world is in these poor countries, underdeveloped countries in Asia, Africa, and all kind of places. And those are all poverty-stricken countries which have a lot of money issues and all, and that poverty forces them to cut their forests and all. Whereas saving that genetic wealth, and then if they can make some money out of it, it will be worth for them to, they can open their schools and this and that, and their lives will improve. So anyway, it's a topic by itself. But this cryptocorine, it survives underwater, and then it's an excellent aquatic plant, it seems, and has numerous variations. And in the natural locations, it grows in paddy fields and then river sides and these kind of wetland places, stream sides and all. And it lives underwater most of the time. Most of the life cycle is underwater, and then in the dry season, when the water levels recede, like this whole valley is underwater for about 4 months in a year. And then around November the water flows decreases, and then the water in the sides only the water remains. The main part they are doing their paddy cultivation. And as the water dries, this that plant what I mentioned just now, that one gets exposed to the sunlight and air. At that point it flowers, and those flowers, they're quite fascinating things. They have a kind of a spiral shape, so that's why that spiralis name is there. And those flowers, they are having the smell of this dead fish. Kind of a sickening stench is there, and that smell attracts these they're pollinators. That is, those ants and flies and all, they get attracted to that fishy smell, and then they land up and then they go into that flower, and then that pollination is completed. And this cryptopyrene, it has this kind of a clockwise spiral, it seems, up to 6 spirals. So that is the flower, and then there's a little tuber underneath. There's the flower. So there's a little tuber underneath, and then the subsequent after the monsoon starts, then it goes underground. It kind of once it's fully dry, It goes underground, and then that root has some nutrients enough to sustain it till the next monsoon starts in June, and then after that it is the new cycle starts. When the flooding happens, the leaves and all come. So this is how it looks, and it has that aroma of fish. Now this is one clump of that plant, and then all these leaves have dried up, and then this kind of lump here, it must be, I'm not sure whether it's a single plant or many of them are there. Whatever it is, in this one I can find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some 20 flowers are there. Then there's an interesting story about this. I was researching this plant, and some Professor Cook, it seems, he has collected this plant and taken it to the West. And then taken means, that's a nice word for stealing actually. You can't just take rare flora and genetic wealth from some poor ignorant country, formerly colonized country, and then they've taken it and commercialized it, and then released in the tissue culture and all that, and released it into that aquatic plant trade and made millions. Now it has become common in the aquatic trade, and you can, in those aquarium shops and all, there lot of growers are growing. But the fact remains that in the early 90s, this man has come to India, taken the plant and smuggled it out of the country, and then did little bit technology and commercialized it. These kind of academic and respectable crooks, they should acknowledge the country of origin, and then make sure that a part of that proceeds and profit what they earn comes back to that host country. India has so many poor people, and they are the ones who live next to all these biodiverse spots, and a part of the money has to flow back to the local communities. And our government also doesn't know all this, or I don't know what is the thing, they're too busy with other things. And many times they, with garlands, these rogues are welcomed and then taken around and all that. Our people are so overawed by the white skin and all the scientificness thing, and that they do the proper Asian hospitality, take them around and show them everything, and then facilitate that looting. Same thing has happened with our all the rice. 100,000 varieties of rice are there. This kind of rice field all over India, there are so much of diversity. All that has been taken to